A flying illness is spiking grocery costs nationwide.
Hurricane Helene is strengthening as it approaches the states.
Are Americans paying too much for diabetic medications?
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Lucy Ritchie.
And I'm Madeline McCrory. Denton City Council voted 4-2 yesterday against the nomination of Debbie Skaggs to the Library Advisory Board. Skaggs is no stranger to the public spotlight in Denton, having played a key role in efforts to remove over hundreds of books from Denton ISD campus libraries. The district removed over 20 titles as a result of the challenges.
It's not concrete yet, but for now, the U.S. government won't be forced to shut down. Both chambers of Congress are going to be going down to the wire, but they're going to be getting a budget in. The Senate has come to an agreement that calls for a vote on a government funding extension once it gets through the House of Representatives. The continuing resolution pushes the government shutdown deadline from the end of this month to just prior to Christmas after the election.
Early this morning in California, an individual hijacked an MTA bus at gunpoint. Two passengers were on board. In a low-speed chase, police followed the bus and eventually stopped it using spike strips. The suspect barricaded himself inside the bus and was taken into custody. One of the passengers was shot multiple times. He was taken to the hospital where he died. The police don't have a motive for the hijacking of the bus.
Today started to feel like fall to me.
Me too. The cloudy skies, comfortable temperatures, there's nothing more that I love more. Our weather anchor, Faith Webster, is here to tell us. Faith?
Thanks, guys. Our temperatures are looking beautiful the next couple of days. Right now we are feeling 70 degrees current temperatures, but it's going to feel a little bit cooler at 68 today. Our wind mile per hour is going to be at 9, so it is going to be a little bit heavier. Tonight we are going to drop in temperatures just a little bit, and it is going to feel about 68 degrees today with our raise in temperature at about 61, and it's going to feel about like 73 with our wind speeds at 7 miles per hour. Moving on to tomorrow, we are going to have amazing temperatures again at a little bit higher, looking at 71. And it's going to feel a little bit like 75 with our wind at 5 miles per hour. It is going to raise in temperature. And I hope that this weather stays all week, but I'll have more on that for you later. Back to you guys at the desk.
The price of eggs are on the rise again, and the cause for the increase is familiar: bird flu. Birds are getting sick, meaning fewer eggs, so less supply, and thus higher prices at the grocery store. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says bird flu has impacted nearly 101 million birds across 48 states, spiking the average price for eggs to $4.82.
If you're thinking about taking a trip to enjoy the cooler weather, you may want to be a little wary about syncing your phone to the rental car's infotainment system. Doing so can expose a great deal of sensitive information, as was the case for hundreds of thousands of Avis customers.
It's Overdose Awareness Day, and UNT is hosting an event to end the stigma.
And the storm in the Gulf has now gained hurricane status. We'll have more right after the break.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Good evening. You here today in the Union parking garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god! Oh my god! This girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
The do's and don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, just it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
Welcome back. Hurricane Helene has rapidly intensified over the past 24 hours as it inches closer to the Florida coast. The storm is forecast to grow into a, quote, nightmare scenario that will not only slam Florida, but also bring widespread impacts to the entire southeast. Mandatory evacuation orders are in place for 15 Florida counties as Helene is expected to make landfall tomorrow evening.
Madeline, with our red and green, we kind of look like Christmas today.
I know. I can't wait, honestly. Speaking of Christmas, the weather is starting to cool down. Let's go over to our weather anchor, Faith Webster, to learn if that weather is here to stay.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about Christmas just yet, but we are going to see some amazing temperatures throughout North Texas today. We are going to see high 60s throughout the entire Denton, McKinney, and Sherman area. It is going to last a couple days, I am hoping. We are going to move on to our regional map and take a look out at our main base of Texas. It is going to be, again, mid and high upper 60s throughout central and North Texas. Looking at our southern Texas, we are going to see a higher temperature at 80 and 82. And moving on to our 7-day forecast, we are going to see partly cloudy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Do not let those clouds get you down, folks, because our sunshine is going to come back Tuesday and Wednesday, but those 100-degree scorching hot temperatures are no longer. I'm hoping that our rain temperatures and our rain chances are going to stay quite low, but guys, it might be fall. Back to you guys at the desk.
On Tuesday, members of Congress accused the makers of popular diabetes and weight loss drugs of ripping off Americans in an intense hearing.
That makes Ozempic and Wegovy in the hot seat before a Senate panel Tuesday.
We don't decide the price for patients. That's set by the insurance companies.
We've heard from everybody in the world, and everyone blames everybody else.
Novo Nordisk Chief Executive Lars Jorgensen before the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee, chaired by Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, who wants to know why the diabetes and obesity drugs cost more in the U.S. than in other countries.
It is a profound moral issue.
As an example, Sanders says Americans pay $969 a month for Ozempic, compared to $155 in Canada and $59 in Germany. Jorgensen said drug prices go beyond just his company's control.
It is clear that patients too often struggle to navigate the complex U.S. healthcare system.
Jorgensen also said time spent on drug development costs money. The committee's top Republican, Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, a medical doctor, says that commitment requires a profit incentive.
We have to also examine how do we preserve that incentive for the innovation. That is the tension. How do we preserve? Because, by the way, if we stop developing new drugs, Alzheimer's won't be cured. Cancer won't be cured.
Jorgensen said his company will work with the committee on potential policy solutions that could help lower the drugs' costs.
What's happening? It's been brought to my attention that according to National Center for Drug Abuse Statistics, there's over 3,000 deaths from drug overdoses a year in Texas.
Actually, Madeline, today UNT is holding Overdose Awareness Week to bring light to this epidemic. Our live shot anchor Chris Goodwin has more. Chris?
In the past 5 years, drug overdose rates have been rising by nearly 75% here in Texas. I'm here at the Union South Lawn with Director of RISE, Sonia Redwine, where she and other organizations are helping educate students on how to recognize and prevent signs of drug overdose. Sonia, what are a few resources that you're helping educate students on out here?
Yeah, so we have signs of overdose, what to look for. We have connections with some community and campus resources so students know where they can go for support. And then we're also showing about how to use Narcan. We know that opioid overdoses in particular are on the rise, and so we want to educate students on how to use Narcan and provide it for them.
Right. And so you are teaching students how to administer Narcan, which is a known overdose antagonist. How can this knowledge help benefit students?
Yeah, so it's always nice. We know that students aren't always here on campus, right? And so we want to make sure they have the resources and tools wherever they are to help in any type of situation. And so by providing Narcan, they can carry it with them and be ready to respond if the event calls for it.
Absolutely. And so overdose can look like a many type of array of things. What are often some overlooked signs of overdosing?
I think what people need to really be on the lookout for is if they're noticing someone is unconscious, difficulty breathing. With opioids in particular, it's pinpoint pupils, which is different from a lot of other drugs. And then bluish tint around the lips or the nail beds. And so if we notice any of those signs, we want to call first responders immediately. And then if we have Narcan, we can administer that. This is a nasal spray, easy to administer. It's a single dose, and so that could save a life.
Thank you. So you can come out and join Sonia up until 2 p.m. where they have multiple tables that you can visit. And if you visit 4 or more, you can actually go home with a free t-shirt. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Coming up, a new production at UNT's Sky Theater.
And our Eye of the Eagle segment anchors have details as to what's going on around campus. We'll be back.
My name is Amanda Hasbell, and I'm joining you here today in the Union parking garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my God! Oh my God! This girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my God.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounced checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
Helene, what month is it?
September, the month iconically honored by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And at UNT, we're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Let's toss it over to our segment anchor, Kendall Keaton, with the celebration that kicked off this month's right here at UNT.
That's right. The UPC and the CBE kicked off Hispanic Heritage Month with an unforgettable event this past week, bringing culture, excitement to this very special event.
National Hispanic Heritage Month is off to an exciting start here at the University of North Texas. The celebration officially began on September 15th, and over the next 30 days, UNT will honor the achievements, traditions, and rich cultural diversity of individuals with roots in Hispanic and Latin American countries. University Program Council, in collaboration with the Center of Belonging and Engagement, kicked things off in a spectacular style with a vibrant carnival celebration, bringing together flavor, color, and culture to set the tone for this special month of recognition.
Carnival is a tradition here at UNT. It is a partnership that we do with UPC every year, and we wanted to do something big, something grand, something to really kick off the Heritage Month, and there's no better way to do that than here in Library Mall. People who maybe not even know about the event see it and hear it and then jump in and participate, so it's a great way to get people involved. So we wanted to do something that got people excited about the Heritage Month coming up, and I think it really helps set up the upcoming programs that we have for Hispanic Heritage Month that aren't as large scale and aren't as grand as this, so I thought it was a perfect kickoff.
This event was all about celebrating the rich and diverse traditions of Hispanic culture with delicious paletas and the captivating art of folklorico dance. All the elements really brought the Hispanic culture to life. Students from all backgrounds have come to experience this cultural celebration, enjoying the flavors and sounds of Carnival.
The Carnival was a fantastic event, and I think it reminds us we have a huge presence of Latinos on campus. And these events remind us that it's not just about the Latino community, but it's what the Latino community offers to the rest of the student body. You know, here in the audience, people dancing were from all groups, and so it's not just something that particularly helps one group, it's something that I think it's a celebration of our humanity altogether. And so I think in having this sort of event, it highlights why diversity matters. It's not just to help one particular group, it's to help us all understand each other better. So I love that they did this.
As Hispanic Heritage Month continues, events like Carnival creates opportunities for cultural exchange, unity, and celebration. There are many more to come. The Center of Belonging and Engagement and other student orgs will be hosting many more events on campus all month long.
Missed out on Carnival? No problem. There are tons of other exciting events coming up hosted by your favorite student orgs. Keep an eye on the UNT student calendar online. Back to you guys at the desk.
Since the weather is changing, so is our wardrobe, which means lots of clothes will be going out for donation.
Piles of clothes have been donated from UNT's Move Out, and our segment anchor, Oscar Chavez, has more on UNT's Sortathon.
UNT's Move Out left 1,200 pounds of clothing needing to be sorted out, enough for a 3-day stretch. Well, today is day 3 of UNT's Zero Waste Textile Sortathon, the last day of the event that, with the help of the community, student volunteers, and the CHMT Leadership Academy, sorted and donated clothes while those volunteers gained service hours. The event, located on Mayhill Road by the Facility Management Building, gives volunteers an opportunity to help, benefit, and connect with amazing people. That's all I got. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Oscar. A new production has come to UNT's Sky Theater. Atmosphere, released last week, showcases a visual journey into how artists interpreted the score Salvage Enterprise. Tickets can be bought online.
Well, Madeline.
I know, right? Texas sports have really just gone down to the wire lately. Let's toss it over to our sports anchor, Gabby Pippins, to see what's been going on. Gabby?
Yeah, guys, sports have been really crazy lately. We'll break down yesterday's Rangers game and Monday's Stars game, and we'll cover some recent changes to UNT programs right after this.
Do's and don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, just it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
Although the Texas Rangers may not make the playoffs, they still have some games left before the end of the regular season. They began their second-to-last 3-game series against the Oakland Athletics yesterday. Adelise Garcia opened the first inning up with a double, allowing Josh Smith to score a run. The Athletics were quick to respond with 3 back-to-back runs. Nathaniel Lowe got a 441-foot home run, and Wyatt Langford got a run to tie the score at 3. Oakland's Zach Giloff hit a sacrifice fly, and Jonah Heim hit a 405-foot homer to tie things again at 4. Ending in a 5-4 loss. Their second game is tonight at 8:40 p.m., so be sure to tune in and cheer our Rangers on. And the NHL is finally back, and the Dallas Stars kicked off their second preseason game Monday night against the Colorado Avalanche. Dallas scored first with a wrist shot from Wyatt Johnston, and the Avalanche answered back with a snapshot from Matthew Phillips. The second period almost went by without a goal, but Colorado's Callum Ritchie made sure that didn't happen. Everything was on the line for the Stars in the third and final period, and they scored not one, but 2 goals, including an insane buzzer beater for a 3-2 win. Their third game is tonight against the Wild at 7 p.m., so be sure to tune in and cheer on our Dallas Stars. And finally, UNT is constantly adapting to improve its wide selection of studies, but some of its changes include ending old programs to make room for new ones. ntTV's reporter Kenzie Neely and I captured the final semester of one group in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences.
The end of the semester gives many students a sense of relief, but for some, it signals the end of an era. UNT is dissolving their dance majors into minors, and this performance includes the final class of students like Bailey Stevenson.
It's going to be my last time dancing as of right now with UNT since I am graduating. So it's a bittersweet moment for me, but I love to dance, so I know it's going to be a great one.
Bailey is one of the last students to graduate with a major in dance, and she's had a passion for it since middle school.
Performance has always been my love. It's me, the dance, and nothing else.
Although the major is no longer available, other dance programs are still hard at work shaping the next generation of professionals like Fenton McCollum.
They stopped taking majors summer of 2022, I think, but the minor still exists, the minor is still going strong, and we still have leadership, we still have classes.
As the lights dim and some bow for a final time, Bailey reflects on her experience, giving thanks to UNT for offering an impactful program.
I'm still going hard. I still love what I do. I'm very grateful for our professors here. Like I said, they're very supportive, and I don't know what I'm going to do without them. They're amazing, and I wish them the very best, and I'm so grateful for all they have done for not only me, but like the entire department, all the work they put in.
For ntTV News, I'm Gabby Pippins.
Thanks for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.